Hello and thank you for watching. This is Blue Streak TF here with Transformers Combiner Wars Prowl. Here we have Prowl in his police car mode, which looks very cool in my opinion. This is probably my favorite Combiner Wars mold, is specifically this Prowl. My favorite Combiner Wars figure. He just looks so cool. So up front here for the detailing, you got some air filters or scoops, whatever those are. Up there you have the red Autobot logo. Some nice black paint on there. Just looks cool. Big, chunky police grille. Silver headlights, looks nice. Some metallic blue windshield, windows, back window. That unfortunately is broken. Red light bar up top, and then on the side you got black rims. It's a bit of a shame that they're not painted, but I guess that's fine for a police car if it's just black. Kind of keeps that whole line moving, which is broken up by this, which is just black plastic. I think that looks a little weird. It does have Highway Patrol Police and a police badge on the side. Some nice detailing all around on the figure. The back probably could have used some paint, but that's okay. It's got some gray plastic there. There's the bottom, there's the top, and that's that car mode. So we'll take a quick look at his accessories here. And first up is his triple-barreled cannon gun, which I think is awesome. This is really cool. You got that scope up top, and then you got some ribbing along the side there. You do have a little bit of detailing on there. It just looks very, very nice. Nice textured handle. It's just cool. And that can peg onto either the top, you can have tank police car, or it can peg onto the side here, like that. You can just be cruising along blasting criminals and Decepticons. And he can knock right off your table, and you can just pray that he's not broken. Okay, he's fine. And then for the other accessory, we have his hand-foot adapter piece, which looks very cool. Some nice silver paint there, nice detailing on it. And then you've got some like little blasters, a couple larger blasters. Overall, this is pretty cool. And this just pegs right on top, like so. Hopefully, thank you, Prowl. All right, so you got his cannon like that, and storage, which looks weird. All right, now we're going to take a quick comparison look here at some of the other Autobots in this team. So we have Ironhide, Mirage, and Sunstreaker. And so that's how they all look together. And I think Prowl scales best with Sunstreaker as far as alternate mode goes. So, scaling doesn't really work very well in these figures, and that's okay. Alright, now it's time to get to the transformation on this guy. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna zoom out a little bit, and then I'm gonna take this, press it, and that will pop up. Come around here, take this, and just tab that into place. Whoa, you're not supposed to see his face just yet. And that will detach from there, and then you got that whole double hinge arm assembly will just collapse onto his back. Just gonna rotate that now, so you don't get a sneak peek of what his head looks like. Okay, so then you take this, and they just rotate out. That is really loose, whatever. Anyway, so then you wanna take this here, spread the legs apart, and then on this hinge here is what it'll rotate around on. And then when you go to close this back up, you got that hole that'll go right in there. Just like so. And you wanna do it on the same side, making sure that this stays up here. Like that, and that will just peg right into place. You got his legs. Rotate his waist around, raise up camera a little bit, and then you come here, and these will just rotate up like so. This is just like that. And then you would take the elbows, bend them a little bit, take the wrists, fold them out on a nice ratchet. Like that. And then you can rotate his head around, and there is Prowl's face. You can finally see it in all of its glory. And that's Combiner Wars Prowl in his robot mode. Which again, this has got to be my favorite Combiner Wars figure, and one of my favorite Prowl figures. So coming in here to the face sculpt there is very Prowl-y, very Prowly. It just looks cool. This is broken off. So he does not come with one that's molded broken. He comes with two, but this one's just broken off. Yeah, nice red on there, some dark blue eyes, some silver face sculpt there. And then you got some more detailing. Autobot logo that's quite worn on his chest, unfortunately. Yeah, just very plain white and black all over this guy. No yellowing on it, which I'm quite grateful of. Yeah, you just got your average detailing, and you got that metallic blue going on there on his shins. Just looks very, very nice. So for articulation wise, his head can look down, he can look up, he does have some side to side, and then it does rotate all the way around. That, his shoulders go all the way around, they go out, they go in. He does have a bicep swivel, he has a little bit over 90 of knee bend, and then his hands can rotate in just because of the transformation. He has a 360-degree waist rotation. His hips can kick forward like that. They can kick back to about there. They can go out to the side. Does have a really stiff thigh swivel, which is still quite stiff on my copies. I never quite use that one a whole lot. He does have a little bit over 90 knee bend, nothing at his feet. That's the articulation on Prowl. So then you can take his gun here, as far as accessories wise, and you can just plug it into his hand, like that. And then you can take this piece, you can either plug it onto his shoulder, or you can plug it onto his hand, which I think looks quite a bit better. There's not really good storage for these weapons other than just in his hands. So that's how Prowl looks. And now we'll take a quick comparison look at some of the other members in the crew. And there's the crew so far. Just holding Sunstreaker with my finger so he doesn't fall over. So you can see just kind of how they scale together, which is quite a bit better than in car mode, I will say. So I think that just about wraps it up for this video. And yeah, this is a really cool figure. I think he's awesome. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like or leave a comment. And then if you decide to subscribe, you can turn on the notifications bell so you know that when I put out a new video. Remember that Jesus loves you, and doesn't matter who you are, where you've been, or what you've done, he still died for you, and he chose to, willingly, taking all the sin of the world upon him, and all that. So, once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.